Hey everyone, it's Marianne, and if you see a black tail walking by, that's Deja. She's being a little annoying right now. But this week we are talking about shit that does fly in a relationship. I was curious to see what Google would tell me what makes a good relationship, so I decided to look it up. And while reading some of these lists, it just made me appreciate Aiden more because we do have all these things in our relationship. So I think that's what makes us strong, is because we do have all these things that, according to Google, makes a good relationship. The first one is honest and open communication. I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing about this, but it's so important. Oh, hi, Deja. Open and honest communication. If Aiden and I didn't communicate the way that we do, our relationship definitely wouldn't be as strong as it is. We talk about everything from what's happened in our day-to-day life, our goals, our dreams, our past experiences, our sex life, what we want for the future. Say hi, Deja. Hi, Deja. What we trying to be serious here, and there's cat being a nuisance. Anyways, I've lost my train of thought now. Our past experiences, our sex life, what we want for the future, what upsets us, what makes us happy, etc. Just open and honest communication, because if it's not honest, then it kind of defeats the purpose of communicating. So you need to be honest when you communicate. And I know I've said this before, but if you can't verbally communicate, find another way, write it in a letter, in an email. I wouldn't really suggest text messages just because, I don't know, I feel like they could be bad news bear. But write in a notebook and pass it back and forth to each other. Like, there's other ways to communicate. So definitely find another way if you can't verbally communicate. Another one is share a dream or a goal with your partner. My life goal is to see every country in the world. I want to camp on the Antarctic. I want to climb to the first base camp of Mount Everest. And since meeting Aiden, or since we've been together, he wants to see and do all those things too. And I know that Aiden is a big adrenaline junkie and wants to go skydiving. He's terrified as I am to do that. I will eventually. Just because, I want to share that experience with him. And which brings me to my next point, to where Aiden pushes me. Not in a bad way. Don't think he's showing me downstairs or anything. But he pushes me to where I can experience more things and just see how far I can really go. And he does it in a very supporting way. And I know that, I'm being pushed. And when I've pushed myself far enough, I know that he won't push me any further. So he knows where my boundary is, and he respects that. So that's good too. Obviously there's a shit ton of other stuff that makes our relationship work. Like being respectful, being kind and loving, the intimacy, and just letting each other know that we love each other. I guess in the beginning of our relationship, we would leave little love notes for each other in the bathroom, just because I worked at 5 a.m. and he had school, so we sometimes wouldn't see each other in the morning. So, we would just wish each other, like, oh, have a good day, and I love you, things like that. And I went to Vancouver for a couple of days, and he hid little notes all in my suitcase for me to find, which I thought was really cute. We had a camping night in the living room. We made a tent with sheets and stuff, and no TV, no computers, no cell phones were allowed because we're camping. You don't get that stuff when you're camping. So, and I think the big thing that makes our relationship strong is that in the end, he's the one I want to have a family with. He's the one I want to have that white picket fence and dogs running around. We'll probably be black because it's us. We're not your typical American family. black picket fence. But anyways, like, he's the one I want to spend the rest of my life with, you know. We still have some kinks that we need to work out when it comes to certain things, but at the end of the day, he's the one that I want to goodnight kiss and wake up next to. So I think that's what makes us strong, is because in the end, we want to be with each other and have all those experiences and stories with each other. So I think that's what makes us strong. That's all I have to say. That's all that Deja has to say. So thank you for watching, and we will see everyone next week. Okay, bye.